Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I just want to tell you a little bit about how my morning was. So first thing this morning, I went to one of my facilities and I did a little bit of work until 9:30. And then I went to a rehab. I got a call. A resident is discharging on Friday and they asked if I had any space. So I'm going to take this resident in. 11 o'clock, I had a meeting at the Office of Healthcare Quality. Those of you who have assisted living facilities and those of you who have had complaints or have had annual surveys know what a POC is, a plan of correction. So I had a complaint back in January in regards to a resident of mine having to walk through another bedroom in order to get to his bedroom. Now, my facility or my building has been a facility since 1991. It's been an assisted living. It was the second assisted living facility that opened in Baltimore County. I took over back in 2013. Nothing has changed. It has always been a 12-bed facility. Nothing has changed. So I had a complaint from someone on the outside who I had no idea who this person was, told the state that a resident of mine has to walk through another resident's room to get to his room. Okay. Now, the surveyor came out and said, I'm here on a complaint because this, that, and the other. And I'm like, because this person has to walk through? Okay, now, that is in Comar. It states that a resident cannot walk through another resident's room in order to get to his room. Or they cannot walk through a living room or a kitchen in order to get to their bedroom. However, when that plan of correction came to me, I did an IDR, which is an informal dispute resolution, meaning you will go to the Office of Healthcare Quality and you will have a one-on-one discussion. And I felt that, you know what? I need to do that. In all my years that I've been owning an assisted living facility, I've never done an IDR. So I did just that. Sometimes you have to stand your ground. So I did the IDR and the meeting was this morning at 11 o'clock. So I walked in and there were 4 other people in there and then little old me. But I'm little. My mouth is mighty. I like to stand up for what's right. I like to stand up for my residents, and I like to stand up in regards to consistency. The Office of Healthcare Quality has zero consistency. As I mentioned, my facility has been there, or it's been a facility since 1991. I took over years ago, and nothing has changed. The issue, in fact, like I said, was about a resident walking through one resident's room to another. It was brought to my attention maybe 3 years ago that I cannot consider those rooms as privates, but I can consider them as semi-private. Okay, so that's what I did. I changed them to semi-private rooms. It's one big room with 2 beds. Okay. Room 102A and then room 102B. Room 102B, you just have to walk through a little door, walkway, and there's the other room. Okay, so that was an issue. So when I get to the Office of Healthcare Quality and we get to the meeting, they asked what my concern was. And I was like, well, no, you guys are the ones that had the concern. So what's your concern? So they said that, hey, it was brought to their attention based on a complaint that you have to walk to another resident's room and blah, 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 blah. So I said, here's the deal. That has been a facility since 1991. It was formerly known as Elsie Manor. I took over back in 2013. Nothing has changed. It has always been a 12-bed facility. Always. I said the resident that's in that back room has no family, doesn't have much money, and he basically lives there with me for free. So if I lost him, it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be upset because it's not a high dollar amount client. I would be upset because he doesn't have family and I have grown to care about this individual. Okay. Like I told you, it's not always about the money. Sometimes you have to take one for the team. And so we have called Department of Aging and, we've asked for help and we've asked to get him a guardian because he has no family. And of course, there's no help for him. However, we were able to get him enrolled in a day program, and he's so happy. So for me to tell him that he has to move because the Office of Healthcare Quality or the state has a complaint because he has to walk through another resident's room to get to his. Now, the resident's room that he walks through has been with me going on 7 years. His family has never complained. He doesn't complain. No one's complaining. Okay, so I told him, sometimes you got to pick and choose your battles. There's other big fires out here that you guys need to be putting out besides being concerned about who's walking through whose room. So that's my issue. And I told my son, I apologize if I walked in here, with a chip on my shoulder. But, this shit pisses me off because you have some residents living in facilities where they're sitting on the floor. They're sleeping on the floor. They're not eating. And you want to come to me about my resident walking through another resident's room to get to his room? I got an issue with that. So the environmental person that was in there, he says, well, the dimensions, stop it. Stop it with the dimensions. Well, the dimensions is big enough to have 2 beds, but there's a wall here. I said, so what do you want me to do? Knock the wall down? You want me to knock the wall down? That would make sense. I said, not happening. Not happening. So the other person that was in there, she says, I just don't understand. A semi-private room is a semi-private room. Regardless if you have to walk through here or not, it's a semi-private room. She's like, I'm not understanding it. And I'm like, agreed. So they said that they're going to have a roundtable discussion and they will get back to me within another week or so. They asked me if I ever got a waiver for it, and I said, no, I never got a waiver, but hopefully you can give me a waiver so that my resident can stay in there. So guys, I'm just letting you know that running these businesses, you have to know your stuff and you have to stand up for what you feel is right. And just because that they're saying this is what it is, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it is. So stand up for your facility and stand up for your residents. Happy Wednesday.